Let me talk to Roly-Poly, Roland Martin, Panda, who was running around telling Tyrese, oh, y'all got an anti-lynching bill. Even if that anti-lynching bill happens to be for black people, it's worthless under the Biden-Harris administration. Also, Emmett Till wouldn't even have been lynched according to that bill. So why would they name that bill after Emmett Till when, according to the definition of lynching in that bill, he wasn't lynched, he was just murdered? Anyway, you wanted to bring up James Byrd. You know what? Back when James Byrd was unalive, maybe the federal government would have put the people to death. But we still thank God for the state of Texas, like we're going to thank God for the state of Texas in this story I'm about to tell you here, and tell you why any anti-lynching bill is worthless under Biden and Harris. See, in 2019, Patrick Crusius went into a El Paso Walmart where he began to unalive 23 Latinos because they was Latinos, and he injured 23 more. So in 2023, 22 or 23, the federal government and the state of Texas got together because they was going to try this man. The federal government said, let us get first crack. And Texas said, okay. And the federal government looked all of those Latino families in the face and said, hey, we're going to give them 90 consecutive life sentences. Wasting their breath. Yep, they just wasted their breath because ain't no way in the world no one could serve 90 consecutive life sentences. They should have just shortened it and said, hey, we're going to give him life in prison without the possibility of parole. That's what they should have said. But even the state of Texas was like, what the hell is you doing? What are you doing? This man just killed 23 people, and you're going to give him 90 consecutive life sentences? You're going to make the taxpayers pay for this man's life. He's only 24 years old. There's a possibility this man could live almost 75 more years. So the federal taxpayers has to pay for this man to have free health care, free room and board. This man has access to free while 23 Latinos are laying in the grave and 23 more are having to deal with the trauma of being shot. But thank God, Roly Panda Martin, for the state of Texas. Because when the state of Texas got their chance, they gave him the death penalty. So yes, they gave us an anti-lynching bill, but it's worthless under the federal government because the federal government doesn't put anybody to death. So if someone was to get lynched, the most heinous crime they could be to go to someone's house, drag them out of their house by mob violence and hang them up on a tree, they would just get life in prison. You better hope that if someone gets lynched, they're in a state with the death penalty. Because if not, they're just going to be in prison for the rest of their life because the federal government doesn't put people to death. That's like Dalen Roof. He unalived 9 black people in a church. Under Obama, he got the death penalty, but he'll never receive death because Biden and Harris stopped the death penalty. Sad story.